Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a great one on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Washington Redskins. With that, let's get on up to FedEx Field near Washington. Standing by for the call of this one, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Just a few moments ago, it was the Redskin defense being introduced, and the largest cheers went for their Pro Bowl cornerback, Josh Norman, as he and his guys get set to do battle with Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Redskin team as they interplay here. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, an early season tilt, and when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
But let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
Set to go now on a wet and rainy night, and we are underway from FedEx Field. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the #1 overall selection back in 2005 out of the University of Utah. It's Alex Smith.
I think one of the things that attracted people to Alex Smith initially was his mobility, and that's never changed. That guy's a great athlete, but he's so sharp with the football, so accurate, and takes care of it so well, he rarely puts his team in bad situations.
They go play action here on first down. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Footing's definitely going to be an issue because it's tough to make those quick cuts that you're used to making on a soggy track. In fact, a Hall of Fame runner once told me, cut on your heels in this type of weather. Gives you better balance.
On second down, Collins. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Smith. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. So on fourth down, the Redskins are called on Tress Way to punt it away. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at the 20. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. He fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Mariota now to throw on first down. Wide open receiver complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A first down carry for Henry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now in week 3, defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. The drive starts with a run by Collins. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. This one caught by Crowder. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27. Here's a first down run with Collins. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And Robinson with a big catch. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They convert on third with a gain of 22. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability, you had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And they've got it here with a first down. Now Smith. The quick slant caught. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. That's a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Trying to punch it in with Collins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Alex Smith taking it in. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. So on 3rd down, they dialed up the draw play. It worked. Got him in the end zone.
As one of our colleagues likes to say, calling the draw, everyone wants to yell all the time when the draw doesn't work. Like, what kind of play call was that? But it takes a little bit of fortitude to do that. And because you may catch them with the element of surprise and hit it. And in this case, they hit it for pay dirt.
The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the 4th quarter.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing, Mariota. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense, that that fell harmlessly to the ground. So out now come the Redskins. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And his throw here is incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Smith. On the crossing route, complete. It's Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 36 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's Smith. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So a decent game, still all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Off of play action, here's Smith. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. In for the score. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open. He has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was polished off by a Redskin touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Titans getting set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And that is incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Smith now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Play action. It's Smith. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or he keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock down to the way and bring up second down.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone. And he's got his man. That's Crowder for the Redskins touchdown. Jamison Crowder, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 21-zip. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Uncorks one for Davis. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Mariota hands to Henry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he's got this down to the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Mariota on first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll run it now out of the guns. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. From the red zone now, Mariota. This will be caught at about the 6. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now they got to get to the line quickly. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Floating one, incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there, and that'll bring up second down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school.
And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Marcus Mariota as the first half is winding down. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. 14 seconds, all that's left to this first half as they come up on first down. They start on the ground with Geis. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Mariota. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down. That's Taylor, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Henry. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mariota. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. He lost 9 there, and that's really going to set him back for second down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give the tackle there to Josh Norman.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Third and long here for Mariota. Being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll try to throw now. Mariota, flush to his right. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Try to punch it in with Henry. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
They'll sneak it with Mariota. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Marcus Mariota ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. So he's able to sneak it in, and credit to the guys up front.
Oh, without a doubt, because they have the leverage on this play. We always talk about low man wins and one-on-one battles. That's exactly what happened there. Their offensive line, lower than the defensive front.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They go play action here on first down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, Get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Encroachment, defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football.
Still third down.
Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still third and long. Out of the gun, Smith. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota uncorks one for Davis. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Holding, offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Well, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Holding, offense.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Operating from the gun. Boyle. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down.
Face mask. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And he stopped immediately there. And the tackle there will go to Ryan Anderson.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Holding offense.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And they'll get this down to the 10. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
From the gun on third down, Kelly. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And this will be taken at the 13. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Back to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
He's back to throw. He dumps it underneath for Taylor. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
And yes, they want
penalty
the
is
point, so
declined.
they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. That'll go as a loss of 5. The false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On the handoff, it's Geis. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
On 3rd down, that's Taylor. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. He needed a yard, that's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulder square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Now he'll let it go deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
You got to remember, because now that we're in overtime, mistakes get magnified. So you got to walk that line between being aggressive and being careful, because that was a dangerous throw right there. You obviously could not have an interception in this spot.
And nearly was an interception. He's lucky to get that one back. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
Maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. The Titans on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Boyle, eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here.
Offense.